Point Pleasant, West Virginia, a small town nestled along the Ohio River, a place where life moved at a slower pace. But in 1966, everything changed. The ordinary became extraordinary, the peaceful disrupted. This is where the legend of the Mothman began. It started with whispers, strange stories shared among neighbors, tales of a creature unlike anything seen before, a winged figure, dark and menacing with glowing red eyes. They called it the Mothman. Was it a bird, a beast, something from another world? No one knew for sure, but the legend was taking flight. November 15th, 1966, a date that would forever be etched in the annals of Mothman lore. On this fateful night, two young couples embarked on a journey that would change their lives forever. As they drove through the desolate roads of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, they had no idea what awaited them. The night was eerily quiet, the kind of silence that makes you uneasy. Just outside of town, near an old World War II munitions plant known as the TNT area, a large winged creature emerged from the shadows. This area, once bustling with activity, now stood as a haunting reminder of the past. Its eyes, glowing red in the darkness, burned into their minds. The creature's gaze was so intense, it felt as if it could see into their very souls. Fear propelled them forward, their hearts pounding in their chests. They sped away, the creature in hot pursuit. The car's engine roared as they pushed it to its limits, the tires screeching against the asphalt. It kept pace with their car, its massive wings outstretched, casting an ominous shadow on the road. The creature's presence was overwhelming, a living nightmare that seemed inescapable. They reached speeds of over 100 miles per hour, but the creature didn't falter. It was as if it was toying with them, a predator enjoying the chase. Finally, as they neared the city limits, it vanished. The sudden disappearance left them in a state of shock and disbelief. They couldn't comprehend what they had just experienced. Their encounter, however, was just the beginning. The story of the Mothman would go on to become one of the most enduring legends of American folklore, a chilling reminder of the unknown lurking in the shadows. Word spread like wildfire. The story of the bird with glowing eyes captivated the town. More witnesses came forward, each with their own chilling account. Some described it as a man-like figure with enormous wings. Others, a gigantic bird with hypnotic red eyes. All agreed it was something unsettling, something unknown. Fear gripped Point Pleasant. People were afraid to go out at night. The creature, once a whisper, was now a constant presence in their lives. The police were baffled, scientists were intrigued. The Mothman had captured the attention of the nation. Many of the sightings occurred near the abandoned TNT area, a sprawling complex of dilapidated buildings and overgrown vegetation. It was the perfect place for something to hide. Some believed the creature was drawn to the area's dark history. During the war, the plant produced explosives, leaving behind a legacy of pollution and fear. Was the Mothman a product of this toxic environment, or was it drawn to the area for other, more sinister reasons? Theories abounded, but answers remained elusive. The TNT area became synonymous with the legend, a place of mystery and dread. Section 5, a harbinger of doom. The Silver Bridge collapse. December 15th, 1967. It was a cold winter evening, and the town of Point Pleasant was bustling with holiday preparations. Just over a year after the first sighting of the mysterious Mothman, tragedy struck Point Pleasant. The town, known for its tight-knit community and serene surroundings, was about to face an unimaginable disaster. The Silver Bridge, a suspension bridge connecting West Virginia and Ohio, collapsed during rush hour. The bridge, built in 1928, was a vital link for the residents, and its sudden collapse was both shocking and devastating. 46 people lost their lives in the icy waters of the Ohio River. The search and rescue operations were hampered by the freezing temperatures and strong currents, making the recovery efforts even more challenging. The tragedy sent shockwaves through the community. Families mourned the loss of their loved ones, and the entire town was enveloped in grief. Memorial services were held, and the community came together to support each other during this dark time. and for many, the Mothman took on a new, sinister meaning. The sightings of the creature, which had been a topic of curiosity and fear, now seemed to be a prelude to the disaster. Some believed the creature was a harbinger of doom, a warning sign of the impending disaster. The eerie presence of the Mothman was now seen as an omen, a forewarning that had gone unheeded. Others saw it as a malevolent entity, somehow responsible for the collapse. The legend of the Mothman grew darker, with some convinced that the creature had a direct hand in the tragedy. The legend, once shrouded in mystery, was now intertwined with tragedy and loss. The Silver Bridge collapse left an indelible mark on Point Pleasant, and the Mothman became a symbol of the town's sorrow and resilience. The community, though devastated, found strength in each other, and the memory of those lost in the disaster was honored and remembered. Section 6. Searching for answers, investigators arrive. The events in Point Pleasant attracted attention from across the country. Researchers, ufologists, and paranormal investigators descended upon the small town, eager to unravel the mystery of the Mothman. They interviewed witnesses, studied footprints, and searched for any evidence of the creature's existence. Some dismissed the sightings as mass hysteria, fueled by fear and imagination. Others saw a genuine mystery, a creature unknown to science. Despite their efforts, no definitive answers were found. The Mothman remained an enigma, its true nature elusive. Section 7. The Red Eyes. A terrifying feature. One of the most consistent details in all the Mothman accounts was its eyes, glowing red orbs that seemed to pierce through the darkness. Witnesses described them as hypnotic, terrifying, and unforgettable. Some believed the eyes held a strange power, capable of instilling fear and paralysis. Were these eyes a form of defense mechanism, or did they serve a more sinister purpose? The red eyes became a defining characteristic of the Mothman, adding to its mystique and terror. Section 8. Beyond Point Pleasant, the Mothman's reach. Sightings of the Mothman were not limited to Point Pleasant. Reports of similar creatures surfaced in other parts of the United States and around the world. Some saw it as a sign that the creature was not bound by geography, that it could appear anywhere at any time. Was the Mothman a global phenomenon, or were these simply copycat sightings inspired by the events in West Virginia? The question fueled speculation and debate, further blurring the lines between fact and fiction. Section 9. The legend endures unanswered questions. Decades have passed since the initial sightings in Point Pleasant. The world has moved on, but the legend of the Mothman endures. It continues to captivate the imagination, inspiring books, movies, and countless theories. But the central question remains: what was the Mothman? Was it a real creature unknown to science, a paranormal entity, or simply a product of fear and misidentification? The answers remain elusive, lost to time and speculation. Section 10. The Mothman's legacy: fact, fiction, and fear. The legacy of the Mothman is a complex tapestry of fact, fiction, and fear. It all began in the 1960s when residents of Point Pleasant reported sightings of a strange winged creature with glowing red eyes. These accounts sparked a media frenzy, leading to widespread speculation and fear. It's a story that defies easy explanation, leaving us to grapple with the unknown. Was it a cryptid, a supernatural being, or simply a case of mass hysteria? Theories abound, but concrete answers remain elusive. It's a reminder that some mysteries are never truly solved. The Mothman legend has inspired countless books, movies, and documentaries, each adding layers to the mythos. Researchers and enthusiasts continue to delve into the enigma, hoping to uncover the truth. Today, Point Pleasant embraces its connection to the legend. The town has turned what was once a source of fear into a point of pride and curiosity. Local businesses thrive on the Mothman theme, offering everything from Mothman coffee to Mothman t-shirts. The town hosts an annual Mothman festival, drawing visitors from around the world. This event features guest speakers, live music, and a variety of Mothman-themed activities, creating a festive atmosphere that celebrates the mystery. The Mothman has become a part of the town's identity, a symbol of its enduring mystery. Locals share their own stories and experiences, keeping the legend alive for future generations. The community has found a way to turn a chilling tale into a unifying force. And so the legend lives on, a testament to our fascination with the unexplained. The Mothman continues to captivate imaginations, reminding us that the world is full of mysteries waiting to be explored. Whether fact or fiction, the Mothman endures as a symbol of the unknown.